Treadmills are now being evaluated inside AI Answers not only through search results, retail pages, and brand websites. Buyers are asking platforms to compare models, explain value, and recommend shortlists. The benchmark shows a clear divide. Some brands are visible, but only a few are earning recommendation stage authority when the buyer is closest to a decision. Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, founder and CEO of CiteWorks Studio. At CiteWorks Studio, we study how brands show up across Google, AI Answers, and the public sources buyers trust before making decisions, and how that visibility turns into credible citations, comparisons, and recommendations. The report looks at the treadmill and home fitness equipment category in June 2026. It covers 10 brands across ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, Google AI Mode, Google AI Overviews, and Perplexity. The analysis includes 1,230 observations across 3 high-intent buyer clusters: discovery, comparison, and pricing and value. The important distinction is between a mention and a valid recommendation. A mention means a brand appeared somewhere in an AI-generated response. A valid recommendation means the brand was positioned as a positive shortlist quality choice. That distinction is the heart of the benchmark because AI visibility and AI recommendation power are producing very different competitive pictures. The strongest finding is that NordicTrack controls the shortlist layer of the treadmill category. It appears in 64.3% of observations and earns valid recommendation credit in 40.4% of prompts. Its rank 1 rate is 28.8%, and its average rank is 1.52. For an executive team, those numbers mean NordicTrack is usually being placed first or second when buyers ask for treadmill guidance. It also has the highest net sentiment score in the category at 0.84 and leads across every buyer cluster and every platform tested. Peloton holds a credible second position with 20.6% valid recommendation coverage and $1.2 million in monthly AI authority value. Soul Fitness is especially important because it performs strongly in comparison and evaluation prompts, with 21.2% valid recommendation coverage and $1.1 million in monthly AI authority value. The pattern is shortlist compression. 3 brands capture a substantial share of the modeled $16 million monthly AI opportunity across the category, while the remaining 7 divide the rest. The middle and lower tiers show why raw AI presence can mislead leadership teams. Bowflex appears in 20.8% of AI responses but earns recommendation credit in only 8.9%. Life Fitness appears in 22.2% of responses but earns credit in 8.7%. Echelon has 20.6% presence against 9.2% recommendation coverage. These are recognized brands. AI systems know they belong in the treadmill market. The issue is that the public evidence layer is not consistently positioning them as strong buyer choices. ProForm shows a related pattern. It has 22.3% presence, but only 10.2% valid recommendation coverage, a 1.6% rank 1 rate, and an average rank of 3.33. That is a commercially weaker form of visibility because the brand appears without consistently capturing the top positions that concentrate buyer attention. For leaders, the takeaway is simple. Measuring mentions alone can create a false sense of AI search visibility health. The comparison stage is where the benchmark becomes especially important. In the home fitness equipment comparisons cluster, NordicTrack reaches 47.5% valid recommendation coverage and a 34.4% rank 1 rate. This cluster carries a 1.25x buyer stage multiplier in the model because evaluation stage prompts are closer to purchase. That means brands losing recommendation position in comparison prompts are losing ground at the highest value moment in the buyer journey. Platform differences also matter. NordicTrack leads across all 6 platforms, with particular strength on Google AI Mode at 51.8% valid recommendation coverage and Google AI Overviews at 41.1%. Peloton performs best on Copilot at 28.1%. Soul Fitness performs more strongly on Gemini and Google AI Mode, suggesting its source footprint aligns well with Google's AI architecture. This is why prompt level and platform level monitoring matter. A brand can look healthy in one environment and exposed in another. AI platforms are synthesizing treadmill recommendations from public source material. The benchmark points to editorial review publications, fitness comparison sites, consumer review platforms, community forums, subreddits, brand-owned content, YouTube reviews, retail category pages, and industry media as likely parts of the evidence ecosystem. NordicTrack appears to benefit from high editorial review volume, consistent top placement coverage and comparison content, and broad community discussion. Peloton has strong source volume, but more varied framing around price, subscription requirements, and value. Soul Fitness and Horizon Fitness appear to benefit from comparison and durability-focused content. This is citation architecture in practice. The public sources around a brand shape how AI systems retrieve, frame, rank, and recommend that brand in high-intent buyer prompts. The leadership takeaway is that the treadmill category is becoming an AI-generated shortlist market. Winning teams should monitor mentions, valid recommendations, top 3 rate, rank 1 rate, sentiment, and the sources shaping those answers. For brands competing in treadmills, the priority is improving recommendation stage visibility by strengthening the public evidence layer. That means better third-party coverage, clearer entity information, stronger comparison presence, and more consistent positive framing across the sources AI systems trust. The brands that invest now are building a compounding advantage in AI search visibility. The brands that wait may find their shortlist positions harder to recover.